Hey guys, welcome to Pyle's Realistic Cooking Show. We're working on making some latkes. This is a traditional Jewish meal for the Hanukkah, but we're late this year. So why don't you all wait a little while while I look for my measuring spoon, because you don't want to miss that. And welcome to Realistic Cooking 101, where the cord is always too short. Move over, crying thing. Ah! See? Sometimes you gotta innovate when you're cooking. See that? That's how you do it. Now we'll stick the tater in here. Get this? And... wow! Look how fast that is! You can save so much time doing it this way. Look at those pristine shavings. Those are really big. So like French fry size. I don't think that's what we... Look guys, see, this is what we were working with before. Potato pulp. And this is our French fry. This'll work. This'll work. Ratify. Alright, let's do more. One sec. There we go. Alright, we got more taters. With the hand shaver, that would have taken me 5 whole minutes. Not today. I got my food processor. Why don't you get a nice slow-mo shot of that food being processed? It just piles up. This is how the pros cook. You don't want to cook like all the other lamos. Cook like me. Hey, one sec, we gotta spread the peelings around. Look at all those. We're gonna make so many potato pancakes. Look at those delicious shavings. Those just look ready to eat. Here, have one. Alright, we're gonna mix that with our potato pulp. That's not part of the recipe, by the way. That was just me being inefficient. You know, old school. Look at that. It looks like brains. Really starchy brains, like my brains. Very starchy brains. I don't tell everybody that, but you guys are like family, so it makes sense that I tell you about my starchy brain problems. I'm sure you want to know anyway. Oh no! Why did I put the food processor away? We still have to shave some carrots! In here we got our carrots. It says use raw carrots. I don't know, maybe I should peel them. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Probably should peel them. I'm gonna peel them. Well, always be careful with knives, kids. Especially in the kitchen. Most accidents occur in the home. We don't want that. Unless you guys want to grow your very own garden, you can use the head of these things to cook, make your own garden. I read that in a book when I was a kid. Okay. Now let me look for the shaver, peeler thing. I like it. What's the next one? This thing takes off a lot of shaving. Peeling carrots isn't always the most exciting thing, but you can spice things up with a little bit of music! Ah! Alright, carrots peeled, let's process them. See, this is what they're talking about when they talk about processed foods. They're talking about taking this thing, the 21st century, the epitome of mankind's humans' creations. Let's get that tater out there. By the way, leave it in the comments below if you guys are one of those people that call things taters, potaters, or potaters. All of which are kind of weird. And that's how you process carrots. Alright. So open up this carrot. Ooh. Look at that. Delicious. Man, that bowl's not big enough. I wouldn't use this bowl. Because you gotta mix all this stuff together. Carrots. Taters. Wow, that's a lot. Alright guys, now we got our potato shavings. We gotta grind up some of these crackers. It calls for what they call matzo meal, which is basically just crushed up dry bread, well, flat bread. So we're gonna crush up some of these saltines like this. Oh, hear that crunch. We need a half a cup of these, so we're gonna do some crushing. Those are pretty big. Let's try and crush them a little smaller than that. Might take a little while, but you know. Ah! Oh, I should crush them sideways. Alright, this probably got a fourth of a cup, so we're just gonna do more. Those pieces are a little big, we might smash them a little smaller. Put some music to this. Alright, take some more. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Make a bit of mess, but real time cooking doesn't spare our messes. We make good stuff, we don't care if it's easy. Alright, let's double check our recipe. It's always good to check the recipe every so often. Alright, we need half a cup. That's definitely half a cup, probably more than that. So let's try not to get the big pieces as much. Alright. Get that in there. Let's get a little bit more of that powdery stuff. Add some goodness to it, and then you get to snack on the rest of it. Saltines, man. Right. Oh, we can check up on these onions here. See, they're reconstituting. They need a little bit more water. There we go. That's because you don't want your onions to be nice little dry bits, because those crunchy onions, you don't want any of that. Alright. Check our recipe again. We need 2 eggs. But since we're doing 2.5, which is kind of tricky, I would suggest doing 1.5, sorry, 1.5. I would suggest doing 1.5 very often, just because things get kind of complicated. We're going to like cutting things in half, so we're going to do 3 eggs. Just like that. 1. And I know that I'm like the best at cracking eggs, so don't get jealous. I mean, like, look at that form. Delicious. If you guys want me to, it's kind of a crowd pleaser sometimes. People really like to see me crack eggs with one hand. It's pretty fun. I'm a pro, so don't try this at home. See how messy. Even though even I got a little bit of egg on my hands, being a pro, so wash that off. Because it's good to keep your hands clean and sanitized when you're cooking. Because if you don't, people get grossed out. You tell things you see in your face. And we don't want that. Alright, 1/4 cup of salad oil. I think that's probably vegetable oil. And then we need some salt and pepper to taste. Now, you know me, I love my salt. So we're going to put a little bit of salt. And some pepper. And then people can add some more later on their own, because, you know, get taste buds. Alright, double check the recipe again. 1/4 cup. Have a grown-ups. Deep fry large spoonfuls of mixture in oil until golden brown.
That's probably what the oil is, I imagine.
I better ask.
Alright. Excuse me. Don't want to burp in the kitchen. Gets you customers bad.
Alright, so we got some clarification that oil's just for the cooking. So I think, those onions. I think they're reconstituted now, so we're gonna dump those babies in there. Here, let me grab a spoon. Sometimes I need a spoon. Look at that. It's a very intense technique, so make sure you get it right. Alright, we got our onion. Stir it all, mix it all together. This is the hard part. I don't know what I'm going to use to mix it. Suppose I can use this spoon. This spoon, I will shake the foundations. This is going to be a bit of a mess. Not to mention those eggs need to spread around. Eggs! Come on, let's go. You don't want everything to get sprayed everywhere, so you gotta have to be careful. Carefully stir it. My cameraman's being impatient, wanting me to go faster, but I can't, or I'll spray it everywhere. I need something to toss it. Alright, fellas, we're gonna upgrade. You're able to pull it from the bottom and bring it to the top, and it looks the same, then you know you got it good and stirred. Alright, perfect. Alright, now, wash our hands again. Alright, so the next step is to fry these babies up. So we're gonna need this and this. We gotta check our recipe one more time just to make sure it's perfect. Alright. Cooking with oil is sketchy, so be careful. Now, if you're young, you might want to get a grown-up to help you with this, but I'm 18, so I do what I want. Ooh, can't put on a lid though. We're gonna spread that oil around. Perfect. Well, maybe we'll add just a tiny bit more, but don't add too much or it'll start spitting. And spitting oil is the last thing you want, let me tell you. Is complete perfectionos must días. Whatever that means. Alright, so now we gotta wait for the oil to get a little bit warm. So we're gonna clean up here a little bit. Put that in that way. And then do your cracker. Something about saltines just can't be beat. Alright, now that we got our workspace cleaned up, now the recipe says to take some spoonfuls of this delightful mixture. Take a large spoonful of it and stick it down. Now we just gotta wait a little while for the oil to heat up and fry these babies up. Gross. I wash my hands a lot when I'm cooking. Now I gotta get my spatula. And we're waiting for this to clean. You can do fun little tricks like this and that. Like that. But don't tell your customers if it falls on the floor, because that's bad for business. But don't worry, I never drop it on the floor because I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Like I said before, and don't you doubt it, I'm a pro. See? Then you can do a little dancing, which is always kind of fun. And like do little heel clicks and little hand stuff like this, but don't tell your customers that you put your hands on the floor, because that's always bad business too. And you can do even more tricks like gotta laugh a little bit, and you can do even more tricks like bad for business. Yeah, like that. Tricks are fun. Do them, because the more you do them, the more you're able to impress your friends. All your friends are gonna be like, "Well, where'd you learn?" You'll be sick. I learned it from Pio's real life cooking show, where we learn all the best tips. Like how to do that. Also, you can do fun stuff like this. Balancing. Balancing's fun. And then, alright, let's check on our... Oh, it's just starting to boil a little bit. Basically, latkes are just like piles of hash browns that are kind of like sealed together by that egg and stuff like that. The problem is, I don't know if we got the egg spread sufficiently throughout. Hope we did. Put in enough eggs. Look at all that delicious moisture mixture. Pretty soon we're gonna have to start making some eggs because that's part of the meal. Really don't want to, but we kind of have to. Sometimes if you're a real nice guy when your stuff's cooking, you set the table. But that's only if you're a really nice person. A lot of people aren't nice enough to do that, but since I'm really humble and great, I like to do that. I like to put out forks for everyone, as well as plates for everyone, because we're all equal here. Then I get cups for everyone. This is my cup, because green's the best. And when you got a green cup, you are lucky. I just made that up right now, but it's true. If you don't know for sure, go ask your mom. And then you get to do this. And on your way, you can do fun little spins. Like that. Just so, you gotta be careful, because if you spill water, it'll make your restaurant look bad, and all your customers will be sad. Sad and bad, that rhymes. We gotta get more out of Dang. These yellow cups, they stick together. If you got a yellow cup, you got to stick together like the sunshine in the day. Yep, so there's more I just cup. This is mi madre, this is mi padre. Whoa, that's really full. Mmm, so good. Alright guys, here's our first potato pancake, or latke. It's a little small, but it tastes really good. These first ones are always kind of hard because the oil's still heating up. So they're frying individually instead of as a whole, so it's hard to get. I mean, this is actually a pretty decent piece. These other ones are just going pieces over here. But I'm just gonna keep cooking them and they're gonna turn out good. They will. Don't believe me, you'll see. And how was it? There's moments like these that you might get discouraged in with your cooking. But don't get discouraged, guys. Everything's gonna work out. And your customers will be disappointed and you'll go out of business, but at least you got some salt. What the crap? This one doesn't look as good. Actually, it looks awful. But don't get discouraged. Unless you really want to. That's why you don't get water in oiled kibs. Hey guys, I just melted this spatula. So don't leave your spatula sitting like that, or that'll happen. And you'll feel like an idiot like me. It's not fun. And then your oil will start to spit. What the crap?
Everyone has challenges in their life every day. Some of them are small, but some of them are big, massive issues that can make or break you.
Stop doing that! Alright guys, the latkes are done, and they're pretty good. We've been eating them with ketchup and applesauce, and they're really good. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can make your own latkes with the recipe in the description. See you later. Alright guys, the latkes are The Latkes. It's delicious.